So I just moved back here to Bangkok 2 weeks ago and I'm already loving it. I'm staying in this Airbnb here, $22 per night. I have a full kitchen where I can cook. I have a nice little table here. I have a full living room with a nice TV, and it's even separated, so it's basically like a one bedroom. And I mean, look at this place. Got a full mirror. I can fit all my stuff. I can store everything. This is a great place, like really solid. Now, I was a little bit hesitant to stay here initially because I'm in Bang Kapi. So this is a bit of a local neighborhood. It's about 25 minutes outside of Sukhumvit, where I would normally stay, like the main foreigner area, tourist area. And so I was nervous. I never stayed anywhere else really before other than like near Khao San Road. And so, yeah, it was something new experience. Decided let's just go for it, find a cheaper place. You get more for your money, so why not? And I'm very happy I did. Bang Kapi, what a cool neighborhood. What a nice local neighborhood and very convenient. And I mean, I'm paying $22 for this. To be fair, this is actually more like $29 on Airbnb. So I first rented it for just like a few days, and then I negotiated a deal over WhatsApp, and now I'm paying cash. So yeah, everything I need. I want to show you a little bit, like right nearby in my neighborhood, how cool this area is and why I love staying here and why I can recommend you try staying somewhere outside of the main areas, because you're gonna get way more for your money, like for sure. Maybe you get almost 2 times for your money for your accommodation, and you'll get a different experience, something a little different. For me, it's refreshing. It's really nice not to walk outside and have the same thing as I'm usually used to, something completely new. Now, I had a better view. I did in my other unit that I first had a nice pool view, but that was no longer available. So now we got the view of the bushes, which is, it's okay. It's fine. I can deal with it. I don't know why this fan is pointing like over here, maybe for when you're cooking, otherwise. But so far, like I barely even need air conditioning. I mean, the weather's so good right now in Bangkok, in Thailand in January. I mean, just breezy and perfect, not hot, not cold, perfect. So let's go. I want to show you why I love Bang Kapi. I'll show you here in the lobby. Something you get at a lot of buildings in Thailand is just a vending machine right in your building, in your lobby, which is crazy to me, but it's an amazing convenience to have. We have a pretty nice pool here, actually. Nice pool. Fitness center here, which is very small, like a very small gym. Kind of unusable if you need a full gym. Yeah, nice spot here. So I'm going to head out of the back so I can show you the canal, because this place is right on the canal. As soon as we exit the building here, we are on the water. It's the main reason I love this place. Now, there's literally a ferry right across the street that can take you downtown in about 40 minutes. Otherwise, it's about 25 minutes by motorbike. But I mean, look at this. To have this like on your doorstep, this is basically my backyard, is unbelievable. I mean, it's just a really nice feeling. I mean, it's flower lined, so it's quite colorful. You get sun here. I mean, and you're on the water, Like, yeah, I'm not gonna go swimming here. I'm not gonna, whatever, but it's like, it's not the most clear blue water. That's not the point. It's still really nice, especially in the city, somewhere like Bangkok. It is nice being on the water, having this walkway here. And this place across the street, this massive building is a mall, is like a very, very nice, very modern mall. Like one of the better malls in Bangkok, actually. Like there is a few like crazy ones here, but I mean, this is like a really good one, and it's literally across the way. So I just have to take that crosswalk and it takes me right there. So very easy to get across, back and forth from the canal, across the canal here. So I want to show you a little bit. I'm not going to like do too much walkthrough of the mall, because it's just not that exciting, but I will show you real quick. I'll pop in because there's like some crazy food, a lot of food there. I mean, there's a gourmet market, like super nice supermarket, which they also have in like the big crazy malls as well, you know, in the main areas. Like gourmet markets, like the expensive luxury supermarket grocery store. So a little more expensive, but they also carry some of the cheaper stuff. And there's so many other supermarkets within like a 10-minute vicinity, like cheaper ones, everything. There's a Macro here, there's a Lotus. Like you have all the good stuff, right? And then as you can see, the boats just taking people, you know, some people just doing it for sightseeing, just to kind of get the experience, and other people are doing it to actually get around, to actually commute around the city. I think it can serve both purposes. It's kind of a fun way to get around. Maybe if you have to get around every day that way, it can be annoying. I don't know how long it takes to wait at the ferry. I don't know if it's on time. But in general, kind of a cool way to travel around like a crazy city. You know, you wouldn't expect to be traveling around by boat. I've never taken like a boat tour here. There's quite a few of them. You know, the canal goes all through the city, right? So there's quite a few different tours and routes you can take, and there's different ways to commute around the city on these boats. I never did it, so maybe sometime soon. Maybe now that I'm here, I'm going to be leaving this area, unfortunately, but while I'm here, I'm going to try and get a boat tour in. Let's try and get that in on a video. So let's pop across this little bridge here, and then I'm just going to walk, and I'm going to show you this mall. So we walk in here through the ground floor, and you can see the first thing you see is that there are just tons of food and drink stands. This looks a lot like the M Quartier Mall in Phrom Phong. Like, looks exactly the same on the ground floor. There's a gourmet market, and then there's all of these, like, let's say, I don't want to, street food, I guess, but in the mall. So street food indoors, all these places here. And then the actual grocery store, the massive supermarket, is here. So yeah, pretty cool. A lot of food down here. I don't think I'm gonna get any of these places. There are some actually decent spots. It is a lot of the stuff, I'd say like typical stuff you would find, but maybe a little bit elevated in quality, some of it, and freshness. You have like some more restaurant style places. Ramen Ippudo is like a chain I've seen before. But yeah, I want to show you something cool on the rooftop really quick as well, on the top floor here. The rest of this mall, you're going to get mostly what you would find in any other big mall in Thailand, like all of the IT stuff, Power Mall, all the electronics, all the shops, you know, like clothing stores. There's designer clothing stores and all the mid-range stuff, all the H&Ms. So this mall has everything. And I mean, yeah, I don't care too much about a mall, but the fact that it's like 2 minutes from my apartment, the fact that this place is next door, so like I have a supermarket and every shop I need anytime, that there's a real convenience level to that, you know? And it's a nice mall, easy to navigate too, so that's cool. And up in this top floor here, there's even more food, like a completely separate food area with like restaurants, more like chains and brands and things like this, less like street food style. Like Sizzler, you can see here, AKA, I don't know if that's a big chain or not. Ishi, Japanese buffet. I was gonna say this looks like a Starbucks, but it has a different sign, but it's actually a Starbucks. But that's not what I came up here for. But mostly this floor is food and beverage. Well, I saw this in the distance when I came up here last time, and I didn't actually check it out. But I thought, interesting. They have like a water park, Aqua World, Mega Harborland Aqua World. So they have babysitting services as well if you need. Let's see, I wanted to see the prices here, but I don't really see the prices, just the daycare price. But let's see if we can peek in here. Is it just for kids? You think it's think there's any value in something? I mean, this is not a water park exactly, but it's kind of just like a playland, you know? Looks like you would go to the water park up here, maybe? Let's see. Swimwear, small arcade here. Doesn't look like the best arcade. You know, I love a good arcade if they have like some dance rhythm games, but this one, it looks like a miss. I'd have to check in a little bit deeper, investigate. But we also have people dancing up here, which is interesting. So I'm gonna show you. So in the mall, we have dance classes happening as well. It's interesting. Okay, whoa. Look at this. We have like a full-scale water park out here. Let's see if I need a ticket just to check it out and just to film a little bit, just to go out there. Actually, looks crazy. Looks pretty grand. It's like a full-scale, legit water park. Wow, I would have loved this as a kid. I mean, I could probably get into this now as a 34-year-old man. Yeah, I mean, you can see this is mostly like set up for kids, but there's nothing wrong with enjoying a water park as an adult, right? You can see it's just like a green, full of plants. This is nice. I'm curious, they're making me really travel a bit here. So this is the like, whatever, the gym, the jungle gym, the child fun facility here. Yeah, see, I'm gonna have to buy a ticket here, I think, if I want to go through. I don't think I can just go through here. Let me try and ask. I'm not sure. Maybe it's not even the right direction to go inside. A little bit lost. So in there would be some lockers. I'd like to ask. Sawadee Kap, can I film some video inside? Buy ticket, okay. So if I want to film video out there, I have to buy a ticket. So I'm not going to be able to show you, unfortunately. Which is unfortunate because it'd be really cool to walk around out there. It's like a full-scale water park. That's all right, that's all right. Anyways, you see what I mean, folks. I mean, just the fact that this is here in the mall, I think is pretty cool, you know? Yeah, we didn't have this kind of thing in malls when I was growing up, I'll say that. I loved the mall. The mall was like my heaven growing up, every weekend, you know? As a teenager, as a younger kid, for sure, and I mean, this would have been the next level, so. Anyways, pretty cool Harborland. You know, I wish we could have got in there. We could have got into the thick of it. I'm gonna try and show you real quick here, at least, as best as we can, what's really going on out there. I mean, you see this? Full scale water park, but just a little tease, folks. Maybe next time. Okay, that's enough of the mall. We just came out directly here, and it takes us to this like walkway, this sky path here. And so we can just walk across the street over this intersection. There's a really cool outdoor food market over here that I want to show you. I actually stumbled upon this on the first day that I was in this neighborhood. Just kind of looking around. Actually, the first night I arrived really late, like 2 in the morning, and I was just looking for weed. And so I was just walking around trying to find one of the few open places available at 3 a.m. or so. And I stumbled upon this area here. So I'm gonna come back, revisit. I've been waiting to revisit this spot because there was a cool food market as well, but it was closed. I've walked around this area a little bit, and it was open in the daytime one time, and it looked really nice. So let's check it out. I think it's just like 2 minutes up this road. You can see this neighborhood, very old school feeling. You know, it's not extremely polished. Everything looks a little bit older, right? All the buildings, all the architecture. So it's cool. It's bustling, you know. It's a Sunday right now. So we got some weekend vibes going on. We got another foreigner coming here, which is cool to see. There's actually a gym right up here, which I saw too. And I mean, I'm just assuming that's where he's coming from because he's got like a muscle tank top on, says like name of the gym, and he's kind of a big guy, but it's right up here. And I assume that's where he's coming from. Fitness First, it's actually a chain here. Okay. As you can see, 10 baht, 15 baht. So just like 30 cents, 50 cents for skewers. Yeah, I mean, you can find everything at a place like this. That's why, even though there's a lot of food in that mall across the street, I would say better off you just come here. You're actually gonna get tastier food and the price is gonna be better. Look at this, barbecue chicken. It's like beef. See, I would get like some kind of curry or something. I know that there's definitely gonna be quite a few curries here. I'd be cautious of the motorbikes. Something like this. So I don't know what anything is exactly. I know most of it has chili and some of them have lemongrass and different herbs and some kind of fragrant flavor to it. But usually chili is like the source, right? Maybe I'll get one of those. I do want to look around a little bit more at what's here. So this is just like the outside of the market, and then we can kind of walk in a little bit and see here. What is this? I see a lot of banana leaf, a lot of stuff wrapped in banana leaves with different sauces. This one looks good. A lot of different curries. This is what I usually look for, is a spot like this. Man, some of these, I just have no idea. These look very foreign to me. These are not your like very typical Thai dishes like that I'm used to seeing. This is not your pad kra pao and your very typical Penang curry. It looks like some different stuff. Like these look a little bit more typical to me, like what I'm used to seeing. And let's just take a little walk around. Got the tiny bananas here. A lot of fruit in every market for sure. This market is especially cheap. If you look at the prices compared to a lot of markets that I'm used to, that's another thing about staying in this area is like, I'm not used to the prices. Everything is significantly cheaper. Not just accommodation, like a lot of food and a lot of different things, household items and stuff in different stores. It's very different. So here's what we have going on here. Here's what we have going on here. Interesting. So we have another setup with a lot of dishes here. This one also has quite a few. See if we can get a peek. It's quite busy, quite chaotic. Like I said, it's a Sunday. I said we just kind of go for something. We just kind of choose something. I think I want to go for like a chicken, actually probably like a beef curry of some kind. So I'm going to look for what seems to be the best beef curry. I don't want something sweet. It's the main thing. I want something, can be a little spicy, salty, savory. I don't want much sweetness. Now they're probably going to add a bit of sugar. It's just how they operate here, but I don't want a super sweet bite. We have some sushi. Oh, we got some hanging chicken here. So some chicken and rice. That could be an option as well. Just get some chicken, a little cucumber here. I don't eat the rice, but I would consider some. Do we go with the chicken and the cucumber? It's good. The thing is, I feel like the portion is going to be rather small without the rice. So 50 baht. Maybe we just go with a double portion for 100 baht with the cucumber and no rice. Sawadee krap. Can I order the just this chicken? This one? But with no rice? Can I get no rice? Just no rice, 120. So bigger portion. Chicken, more chicken.
Yeah.
With cucumber. With cucumber. This one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 120 baht. Okay. Eat here, please? Yeah. All right. $4. 120 baht. Let's do it. So there are no seats inside there. I've come across the street here and found myself a little spot to feast. So we're gonna sit here and try out this food. Okay, so he told me I couldn't sit there pretty quickly, and that's fine. I came in here and immediately found a seat, so nice. Worked out well for us. So let's try this soup and chicken, and it looks like they even put some chicken and some bones in the soup here. A little bit of cucumber. Decent amount of meat here overall, right? Not bad. So I'm gonna try some chicken with a little soup mixed. Wow, that's phenomenal. You know, sometimes you'll get this and sometimes it'll be a little bit dry or the flavor is just not quite there, but that's very flavorful. Quite salty. The soup is really nice as well. Really good. Little MSG in there, of course. Try these cucumbers. See how fresh they are. What a cool place. I mean, to have that mall right there and then have this right across the street, be right on the canal, it just feels like what a nice little spot to live. I mean, you got all the conveniences you need. And like to get to the main area, like I said, 25 minutes on a motorbike taxi, 100 baht, you know, $3. Not a big deal. And I don't really need to go over there. Like, what do I need to go over there for? You know? Really good. So tender. Well, I'm gonna eat this and then browse around, see if I see anything else I wanna grab. Delicious. That was the Happy Land Market. Everything over here is Happy Land. I don't know, I believe that this is like the Happy Land Mall right here. So like another separate mall. And then, yeah, this is where I was wandering on my first day. So the weed store, it's right up here. Now they have some pretty decent stuff for 50 baht per gram, which is like a steal, which is like what, $1.50 each? I mean, really cheap. And even though it's budget, I mean, the quality is way better than you'd expect. Better than I've gotten a lot of places in Bangkok for significantly more, for 7-8 times the price. So I'm gonna show you what that shop name, it's actually called Happy Weed. Yeah, so if you're in Bang Kapi or you wanna come by, Happy Weed is a good option, good value, crazy value. I mean, that's like the best value I've actually come across, and I just stumbled upon it randomly. So yeah, Fitness 24/7 is right here. Happy Land Center. I never went in there. I'm not that curious. Otherwise, just a 7-Eleven across the street. Pretty cool. Let me head back this way. We've made it back to the waterfront, back to home base. Man, it just feels so nice staying over here. So I arrived in Bangkok 2 weeks ago. My plan was to come here for the winter, escape the Seoul severe winter, and then go move back to Korea and get an apartment there and set myself up there. That was my plan. And now that I'm here, you know, I start getting these thoughts of like, do I really want to go back to Korea? So I also have quite an opportunity here where I can get a visa for 1 year and I can have a full-time salary. It's not a lot, it's not amazing salary, but for Thailand, it's okay. So I'm thinking about doing this. I'm highly considering it because it would give me some security and I can grow at this company. It's a weed company. So the job is gonna be nice, not gonna be a bad like day to day. And the pay can go up within like 2 months. You know, if I do well in the first 2 months, we'll reevaluate and maybe I can, you know, get significantly more. That's kind of how I'm gonna structure it. So if I go in there, it's like I need to know that in 2 months, because we already talked about this a little bit, but I need to know in 2 months if you're seeing the value I'm providing here, that you're willing to pay me this amount. So yeah, maybe I'm gonna be staying in Thailand, at least for like the next year. Could be a good option because really, I love Seoul for the club scene, the underground house techno scene. You know, I was DJing a lot there actually, and I'm thinking like, I might just have my home base here and I will set up DJ gigs there and I can still go play, I can still take trips there. Then I'll have a legal visa in Thailand and I can leave and come back, hopefully without issues. You know, they claim that they have people on the education visa and there are no issues about that at the moment. So we will see. I mean, apparently they have things in the back end handled, so I'm not too worried about it, but you know, they are constantly changing the visa situation and entry situation here, so you know, I want to make sure that that's tight, but you know, it would be up to the company, I think, in the end to get me the proper working visa so that there's no issues. But regardless, very happy since I arrived back here. I mean, the change in weather, getting sun every day, perfect weather, just like the convenience of living in Bangkok and like getting around on the motorbikes, and everything is much cheaper. So there are a lot of like, yeah, nice things about being here compared to Seoul. As much as I love Korea, you know, when I just left there, I was ready for a break, ready for a change, especially with the cold weather. So yeah, I'm much happier at the moment. Now I'm also living in my own apartment, and you know, I've been living with a Korean girl in Korea for the past 8 months, and it was great, really great time, like a phenomenal experience. But it was time for her to have her space back, for me to have my own space, and it does feel good to live alone again. So I gotta say that. But yeah, here we are out here. I mean, beautiful Sunday. Hope you enjoyed the tour of Bang Kapi, of my new current neighborhood. Drop a thumbs up if you could, and if you're new, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next video. Next, make sure you watch my video where I compare Malaysia to Thailand. I've lived in both, and I want to tell you truthfully, which one's better? You can watch that right here.